What's it going to take for some more Democrats to not be afraid to speak out? Is it going to have to get worse? Are there particular people who might run for president who you think will build their campaign around it? Like, how does that happen, that more Democrats speak out and say, we've got to stop the madness?
Well, I think
it takes an unquenchable thirst to win. Sorry, go ahead, Emily.
Well, no, I was just going to say, like Rahm Emanuel, for example, said what he said on Megyn's show last week, and then said, I'm probably going to have to go into witness protection after this. But what we've learned, I think, since he said that, is Rahm Emanuel, Gavin Newsom, for example, they are in this lane where they're less concerned about upsetting quote unquote woke people because they want those donors who know that there's a problem, and they're going to try to build organic, and maybe Newsom is not correct to lump into this category. I think he flirted with steering into that lane. But they want those donors. They want the media coverage of people who think that they're Alyssa Slotkin, who they're trying to address a very real problem. But that's going to be a different lane from the progressive, the Zohran Mamdani, who has just tried not to talk about the culture war issues, even though he has a record of being very, very quote unquote woke on the culture issues. So I think we're going to see a split as 2028 gets closer, of people who are really adamantly anti quote unquote woke and people who are just trying not to talk about it.
Rich, I tell young people that Bill Clinton, when he ran for president in 1992, supported the death penalty, which was against the Democratic Party orthodoxy, supported right to work laws, supported welfare reform, supported free trade, all of which were antithetical to the Democratic Party's positions. And in today's Democratic Party, would have gotten him canceled. But he wasn't. And there's a school of Democrats, including a lot who worked for President Clinton, who say that's the model. You got to find positions that are popular and put your stake in the ground and just sister soldier your way to the nomination, which, as you said, will be predicated on believing that the electorate's hungry to win. Yeah. Is the Democratic Party's cancellation mode so strong now that that's people are silly to look at that model, or is that still the right model?
I think still a version of it is right. Now, one thing about presidential politics, Mark, right, is everyone who succeeds figures out a new way of doing it. No one succeeds doing it some other person's way. It was true of Clinton at the time, George W. Bush as well, certainly Obama, certainly Trump. So it'll be a person who's fresh and has a new and different theory. But part of it will be, as I said, an unquenchable thirst to win, which is a key part of Clinton, right? The ambition. He wanted to get there.